I hate waiting so long for my computer to turn on, and sometimes it seems like I'm stuck with this really long boot time forever. However, an excellent way to reduce boot time is by replacing the thermal compound on your CPU. So let's take this old PC I have sitting around, and let's replace the thermal paste on it. If you look at it now, I'm showing footage of the boot time, and it's taking about 1 minute and 2 seconds. Pretty slow. That's really slow. Even for a very old computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the thermal compound. And what this is just the compound in between the CPU, which is the processor, and the cooler for the CPU. By replacing this, all I'm doing is I'm filling in the little imperfections in between the metals. Because even if you're looking at something that seems flat like paper, through a microscope there's a lot of jagged edges. And the same thing applies for metals, of course. So all I'm doing is just filling in those gaps with thermal compound. Since thermal paste is a really good conductor, the CPU cooler can make better contact with the CPU, thus cooling it better. And if the CPU is cooler, that means it's going to be running better. And if it's running better, that means our boot time is going to be a lot quicker. Obviously, since it's a very old computer, the thermal compound's been there probably about like 14 years. So replacing this would be a big difference. So after about 30 minutes, I finally managed to replace the thermal paste on the computer, and the results speak for themselves. The boot time is now 43 seconds, which is almost 20 seconds less compared to before. Overall, this was an amazing way to fix my loading time problem. It was cheap, it was effective, and it was easy. And this can be repeated on other PCs and even laptops. To conclude, if you think about it, in price, this was comparable to buying like a greasy scratch ticket or something. But here, there's clearly no gamble.